This video is gonna be a little bit different. I haven't done one of these in a long time. I think last time I did this was like for Dej Loaf's Try Me. And in this video, someone recommended that I break down the beat that I made and uploaded. It was a Drake sample beat. So as you see right here, I have Logic open up. So that's what we're about to do, about to dive into this right now. All right, so as you guys can see, it's kind of a mess up here right now. Like, probably don't know what's going on, especially if you don't use Logic. But like I mentioned, this is the beat. If you guys haven't heard it, I'm about to put the link up in the description where you guys can check that out right now. Just check it out so you see what we're diving into. And as you see, I used Logic. I have the Serato sample open right now. That's the best way to sample, in my opinion. Serato sample. I know I have Machine. I know Logic has a sampler, but I'm telling you, for me, it's Serato sample all day long. So I used Machine for the drums that I added to the sample beat. As you see, the samples right here, Machine's already here, and then I played the bass. But as you see right here, I sampled Drake, I Get Lonely Too. So when I start a sample beat, of course I start with the sample. I don't start with drums or anything like that. So for this, it's already pitched up, so I'm not going to change that, but I'm playing on my complete control right now, and I just put this on Find Samples, and then it picked places, and I just went through them to figure it out. So, you know, so this could have went plenty different directions, but I decided to go with what I did. Like, I could have used just an instrumental part to try to build that to be like the verse of the sample. So it could have been like, something like that. But what I did was, let me go to my piano roll so you guys could see it, because I actually used 3 different chops in this one sample beat. This is one chop right here, and then here's the other 2 right here, and I played them to the metronome. So it was something like this. Actually, I got to figure out, make sure I'm playing the right thing. I wasn't. So that's what it was. It was this one. And I think I go up here to this. Okay, yep, so that's it. So first things first, let me play that sample real quick. Okay, so for my version of it, I looped that and didn't even play the whole sample all the way through. So if you look at the chop and Serato sample, it's not going to play all the way through. Okay, so I needed something, some type of variation to make it make sense, because that wouldn't make sense for it to keep looping like that. It just wouldn't match up what I was doing with the drums. So I went through and just found this part, but I didn't want it to say that. So it'll go. So I had to find another chop, which was the one after it, and I had to make it make sense. So it went. Because you have to time it perfectly, because if you don't, it's going to be off, because he talks at that one point, or sings, I should say. Like, if I missed it, it just wouldn't have made sense. So I had to find a perfect flow. And that's it. So when you listen to it, it's simply like this. And the reason, pause that for a second, and the reason why you're hearing it stop versus in the beat, that's because I switched the way the sample's played. So I'm just going to switch it to that, so that way it's like continuously through without me holding it, and then you'll see the difference. So for me, I already know after that I'm going to my drums, which I did a Machine, as I mentioned, but I already have everything dragged out here, so I don't need to go through and just be like, oh, I did this, I did that, you know. I'm just going to open it up, let you guys hear it, and I'm going to mute the bass real quick So this was the drums. Let me mute the sample to it first. Go like this. So that's the drums. And then when I drop the sample back in, and let me go back to the sample real quick by itself, just to show you guys, like, I added effects to it to make it sound different. Let me pull that up real quick. So I added a filter to it. Then I have a bus with guitar rig on it. I'll play that for you guys so y'all can hear it. And then I only have it going a certain amount over there. So let me go ahead and turn it on. Actually, I'm gonna start it with it off and then play it and you guys can hear it. So that's what it sounds like without the guitar rig. And I love guitar rig because it gives it a different vibe. Play it one more time. I'm gonna let the bass come in, excuse me. So yeah, that's pretty much it with this beat. It was real simple to make, real quick and easy. Once you find the chops you want, add the effects and everything. And yeah, I appreciate the recommendation for this. If you guys have any other beats of mine that you want me to break down, or just have any other suggestions for beat videos, let me know in the comments below. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. And yeah, appreciate y'all tuning in. I really enjoyed this. This is something different from my typical beat making videos. So I think I'm gonna do more of these here in the future. Appreciate y'all tuning in.